What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, in a previous video you saw me rebuild this dirt bike right here, and in a video before that you saw me rebuild a stump grinder that was sitting here. That has since sold, and in both of those videos I told you something super exciting was sitting right over here in the shop. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you saw the thumbnail, you probably know what it is, but let's check it out. We bought a Gale 5625 SX SkidSteer. This thing is really awesome. We picked it up at an auction. Well, not really an auction, we bought it straight out. It was at an auction place though. And this thing is powered by a 56 horsepower Perkins 4-cylinder diesel. You can pick up just under 2,000 pounds. It has right around 20 gallons per minute of hydraulic flow right here, which is what was really sold us on it. And it is actually in fairly decent shape. So, the main problem with this thing is it has 3,400 hours on it, and the engine and everything is actually really clean and good, except for a couple oil leaks. And yeah, so overall, this thing is a really pretty solid machine, but a few major things are wrong with it. Number one, wiring's all messed up, and number two, I think an oil seal leaks and a couple tires and a couple oil leaks here and there. So I guess that's not really two major things, but one major thing is the wiring's all messed up, glow plugs don't work, and things are overall kind of messed up on it. So I bought all this. So here I have a 24-inch light bar, 4 6 LED light pods, a bunch of 12 gauge and 14 gauge wire, a bunch of gauges here, here, a couple push buttons, right here, a bunch of heat shrink, a new circuit breaker to replace the fuse, a brand new key switch, and 4 of these, which I'm pretty excited about. In the package here. 4 of these LED warning lights. These things are bright and really neat. So I'm going to have 4 of them. So I'm going to put 2 of these on the front, 1 here, 1 there, then 2 of those on the back. And these things are really neat because, you know, they're just like those old-fashioned orange incandescent lights that blink, except these have 3 wires coming out of it. So the positive and negative right there, and then the yellow wire is you touch the positive and it blinks 18 different modes on these light bulbs. So I bought this little push button right here. So when they're all hooked up to this little push button, I can sit in the cab and push this button and blink through all 18 of my lights. Functions which are pretty neat. And then I have, let's see, another toggle switch, a bunch of toggle switches which aren't out here at the moment for all the lights and everything else. Yeah. So, in the cab here, we climb on in here. See, it's still torn up. Oh. We have our 2 T-handles, one right here, one right here. This one, push it forward, you go forward, back, you go back, and then turn it, you go left, turn it, you go right. This one, push it forward, your boom goes down, back, your boom goes up. Tip it this way, I think it dumps, and this way it retracts the bucket. I'm not down pat that yet, but this is the bucket control. Then we have, used to be a fuse down here, key switch, all your light switch here, which is kind of weird. And you have all your indicator lights, your temperature gauge, and your fuel gauge. Neither of these work. The fuel gauge, I measured the tank and it's like half full, and this reads empty all the time. This thing does actually work, but you know, it reads up to 280. And well, I started the engine up yesterday to plow some snow with it, and this thing sat in here like for 5 minutes and warmed up. We were sitting right at the 280 mark, like within 5 minutes. And I checked the engine and the thing was cool, the thing is full of coolant and everything. And then like 5 minutes later of plowing snow, this thing was like way down here, like 400 degrees. And the engine was nice and cool and the radio just kicked in. So obviously this gauge is screwed up, that's why I bought a new one, new cylinder as well. is ours right there on it. That's a glow plug light, which should be working, but it's not. Yeah, and then we have these two things right here that used to be, you know, you pull down and, you know, lock around your waist, you know. Well, those things obviously don't work anymore, and yeah, they don't work. So, and somebody just bypassed the wires that go to the solenoids for these and just wired it straight to, I don't know if you can hear that click or not, but that's all solenoids engaging. So I'm going to take, instead of hooking to there, I'm going to have a little toggle switch here, a push button. I can just mess with right here for my controls, then remove these things before somebody pokes their eye out or something on these things. So that is the plan for the old SkidSteer, and of course in the future we bought these quick attach plates right here to replace Gale's quick attach, which to be honest really isn't bad, but you have to have all these quick attach things to make it work, and you can't buy them anymore, whereas you can buy all those brand new quick attach stuff on eBay for less than $100. You can buy the whole setup. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to change this thing over to the standard quick attach, and yeah, then we got to hook stuff up to the auxiliary hydraulics and make some stuff that's really awesome. So it appears at one time there used to be lights sitting here and here, and there is two LED lights in the back actually that do actually work, which is surprising. These are the guys right here, but they're not very bright. So what we're going to do, here's my plan for lighting on this machine. We're going to have this light bar right here mounted right on the front like that, and then I'm going to have these two light pods right here also mounted, one there and one there on the front. And then I'm going to have these two right here mounted on the back of the machine, and then we're going to take the two existing ones out on the back of the machine right here and move them to the center right here and look down on the ground this way. And then take those four blinking lights, put two in the front and two in the back, on the back of the cab, all wired to separate switches. So the plan is to have the light bar for the main work light, then have the four light pods come on for like road lights, and then they obviously have the blinking lights or hazard lights for emergency or road excuse me, for road lights. So yeah, that is the plan. And then I also have the little solenoids here and everything hooked to those little solenoids here for the hydraulics, hooked up to a separate switch in the cab. I think I already said that. Yeah, let's just start rewiring and see what happens. So let the time lapse begin.
Lost your way, lost your cool, then you straight up lost your mind. Tried so hard to stay ahead, but you keep falling behind. Life is gonna pull you down, make it hard to see, but a little change in your point of view could be just what you need. There's always a reason to always choose joy. There's something deeper that the world can't destroy. Smile when you think you can't, smile. Get up and dance, smile. There's a bigger plan, the storm only lasts for a while. So smile. Happiness is wonderful, but it doesn't stick around. Walking on sunshine, then here come the clouds. You can laugh or you can cry when it all falls apart, but I believe the more you laugh, the more you heal the heart. There's always a reason to always choose joy. There's something deeper that the world can't destroy. Smile when you think you can't, smile. Get up and dance, smile. There's a bigger plan and you've got a reason to smile when you think you can't, smile.
Onto the back and the sides.
Just clap your hands, smile. There's a bigger plan. You've got a reason to smile.
Alright guys, pulls out the skid steer, and we have all these gauges and idiot lights and light switch, key switch, fuse. All it's going to be replaced with mostly brand new stuff except for the hour meter and the fuel gauge. So let's get into it.